Nikki Diary's 20-year throwback, age 23, and the date would have been Friday, the 23rd of July, 2004. And it's titled David Started on Mum and Kids Again. And it reads, as I was walking up to work, I had Remy pull up alongside me. Crazy that I saw him as I was 15 minutes late and decided to get the tube one stop to Tower Hill. He sent me a text saying, "You look so sexy in that dress. I wanted to eat you alive. You are not allowed to wear that dress without my presence. I miss you even more now." So I replied back, "Is it really? Well, I better burn my dress, as me being in your presence is a 1 in a million chance. Thanks for the compliment." Spoke to mum this morning and she told me that David started shouting at the kids because he asked Lewis where he'd been, and Lewis ran to ask mum if he could say that he was round at his brother Dell's, and she said yes. Then David started cussing, saying that he can't believe Lewis is asking mum if it's all right to say where he's been and that the kids can't be his. He's going to get a DNA test done to check. This time, Ria and Lewis were really crying and upset. Then he started cussing mum in front of Ria and Lewis, calling her a slag and telling her how she's old, etc. Then started cussing me and Dell about all I do is get my tits out and Dell is dumb and can't read and write. He's a sick bastard. I went straight to meet Dell after work in Ladywell, and then we went up to his for a quick smoke, and then I met mum with the kids and we walked to Auntie Pet's. We stayed there until just after midnight. Reflection. So reading back on this 20-year ago throwback to this day is triggering to read that asshole of a stepdad or ex-stepdad, sorry, and how he used to speak to my mum. A full-blown narcissist he was, but back then we didn't know about the word narcissist. All we did know is he was an abuser. And the fact that he called my mum a slag, which, yeah, she is. She's a sexy lady, you tosser. And that's for any female that's ever been called a slag by anyone, whether male or female. Tell them, yeah, I am a slag. I'm a sexy lady, you tosser. Because that is what slag means. Sexy lady, you tosser. But thank God, like I said, my mum left him. I'd like to think she never got back with him within the 13 years that I've been out of her life. And I hope my younger brother and sister, even though they are his children, I hope you get to hear the disgraceful way your dad spoke to your mum, and the fact that mum, you're allowing this man to still come in your home. I'm sorry, there's no forgiving. No, there's no forgiving, because he was a disgraceful, disgusting, toxic narcissist, and karma is a bitch. So you know what goes around comes around, mate. It may not come to him, it may fall back on his son or his daughter or one of his other family members. But this here, you couldn't make it up, mate. You could not make it up. So shout out to any females that's going through any domestic abuse. Stay strong. And I pray to God that you get out of it. Because these men, and even though women, there are women out there as well like it, but I'm talking about men. These men that think that they can handle or speak to females anyway and mistreat them, whether it's physical, mental, emotional, or verbal, be careful, mate. That's all I got to say. Be careful. And on that note, that was my Nikki Diaries 20 years ago today. And the fact that, yeah, the cheek of him jealous, hating. Like, what? Why are you watching? I'm meant to be your stepdaughter. Why are you watching if I wear low tops for, or if I've got my breast out, as you like to say? What are you watching? What was you watching that for? Hmm? That's what you got to ask yourself. Why was you watching me and my breast? Why you're gonna come off with all Nikki likes to do is get her tits out? Really? Really? And then calling my brother dumb because he can't read or write. That's nice, David. That's so nice of you, David. But like I said, karma's a bitch, mate. And you will get yours. Chat back in the comment section below if you can relate. If you were ever a child to experience your mum going through domestic abuse, and if you helped her to escape and get away from the toxicity, because it ain't good, mate.